Imagine at this precise moment, you wield the authority to metamorphose life's most formidable trials into your most profound triumphs. However, you might inquire, how is this possible? Today, we plunge into the core of Stoicism, an age-old philosophy that has emboldened individuals to flourish in the face of adversity and discover tranquility amidst turmoil for eons. Ponder the most recent instance when you confronted a circumstance that tested your endurance or rattled your self-assurance. How did you react? Were you ensnared by your immediate impulses, or did you opt for a response that mirrored your fundamental principles and convictions? This is where Stoicism radiates, guiding us to confront life's tribulations with fortitude, sagacity, and equanimity. Today we embark on an exploration of a profound concept, rooted in ancient wisdom yet profoundly pertinent in our contemporary milieu, the art of training your mind to respond, not merely react. This concept transcends merely controlling your temper or maintaining composure in challenging situations. It entails nurturing a profound sense of awareness, a rootedness in the present moment that enables you to navigate life's vicissitudes with grace and purpose. The Stoics, venerable philosophers celebrated for their pragmatic approach to life, expounded extensively on this notion. They contended that while we may lack dominion over the events that befall us, we retain authority over our interpretation and reaction to these occurrences. Stoicism implores us to concentrate on what lies within our control, advocating for detachment from external circumstances and grounding in our own rational choices. It is this reservoir of Stoic sagacity that can inspire us to pause, ruminate, and elect a course of action that is deliberate and calculated, rather than impulsive and reflexive. But why is this imperative, you may wonder? Consider the magnitude of stress, remorse, and exasperation stemming from knee-jerk reactions to the words or actions of others. Now envisage if instead you could maintain composure, centeredness, and thoughtfulness even amidst chaos. This endeavor transcends merely enhancing your peace of mind. It entails becoming a more adept, empathetic, and resilient individual, attributes that have the potential to transmute not only your existence, but also the lives of those in your orbit. In our discourse today, we shall delve into various methodologies drawn from both contemporary psychology and Stoic philosophy to aid you in cultivating this responsive mindset. We'll explore how to foster mindfulness, the significance of choosing to respond. Overreacting in today's world, recognizing and articulating your emotions constructively, and maintaining a broader perspective, a viewpoint at which the Stoics excelled. By the conclusion of our discussion, you'll possess a repertoire of tactics to aid you in pausing, evaluating, and reacting considerately to whatever challenges life presents. Let's embark on this voyage together, discovering how to ground ourselves in the sagacity of Stoicism and the potency of our own minds in shaping our responses, thereby transforming our encounters and connections for the better. In our pursuit to grasp the essence of responding instead of reacting, we venture into a realm where every thought and deed is intentional, echoing the profound teachings of Stoicism. The Stoics, those esteemed sages of ancient Greece and Rome, espoused a perspective on life that remains remarkably relevant to our frenetic modern era. They championed the importance of mastering one's emotions and responses, underscoring that true power resides in our capacity to select our reaction to any given circumstance. But why is it imperative to cultivate a response rather than succumb to knee-jerk reactions? Picture yourself in a tense meeting or confronting a personal obstacle. The default human tendency often leans towards instinctive reactions fueled by an immediate surge of emotions. While natural, this knee-jerk response is seldom conducive to our long-term well-being. It can exacerbate conflicts, strain relationships, and precipitate decisions we may later rue. Herein lies the brilliance of Stoic wisdom. The Stoics advocated for living in accordance with nature and reason, advocating for a life wherein every action is guided by virtue and rational deliberation. Embracing this philosophy, we learn to scrutinize our initial impulses, evaluate them with a rational mindset, and opt for a course of action that resonates with our fundamental values and overarching objectives. Choosing to respond rather than react entails taking a moment to pause when confronted with a triggering situation. Event. It's about stepping back to observe not only the external circumstance, but also your internal reaction to it. This contemplative pause enables you to contemplate various outcomes and select one that is reasoned, balanced, and most importantly, within your control. By practicing this Stoic approach, you're not repressing your emotions or denying their existence. Rather, you're acknowledging them, comprehending their origins, and then determining if and how they should impact your actions. This methodology empowers you to engage with the world in a manner that preserves your inner tranquility and integrity regardless of external situations. However, the significance of responding over reacting transcends personal tranquility. It impacts the caliber of your relationships, the efficacy of your leadership, and your resilience in the face of challenges. When you respond thoughtfully, you exhibit respect, comprehension, and empathy towards others' perspectives and experiences, nurturing more meaningful and constructive interactions. Embarking on a transformative journey to train the mind requires more than mere intention. It demands deliberate and sustained effort, akin to the practices advocated by the Stoics. These ancient philosophers offer timeless insights that can underpin our contemporary approach to fostering a responsive, rather than reactive mindset. Firstly, let's explore the power of self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics stress the significance of introspection and comprehending one's own thoughts and motivations. In our context, this entails developing a keen awareness of our mental and emotional states. When you are cognizant of your thoughts and feelings, you are better equipped to manage them effectively. This heightened self-awareness enables you to identify the onset of emotional reactions and serves as the crucial first step in opting for a different, more reasoned response. Next, we delve into the practice of pausing, a simple yet profound strategy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, often spoke of the space between stimulus and response, the gap where we wield the authority to select our actions. By fostering the practice of pausing, even if only for a few moments, we grant ourselves the chance to step back from our immediate impulses. This pause may entail taking a deep breath, engaging in a moment of reflection, or briefly meditating. It is within this space that we can consult our inner Stoic, questioning what virtue demands in this instance, and which response resonates with our highest self. Another pivotal tactic is reframing our perspective, a strategy Stoics employ to maintain equanimity in the face of adversity. This involves consciously opting to perceive a situation from an alternative angle, one that diminishes its emotional intensity and unveils alternative approaches to addressing it. For instance, instead of regarding a challenging work scenario as a threat, you might reframe it as an opportunity for personal growth and showcasing resilience. By altering our narrative, we shift our emotional reactions and unlock new avenues for action. Moreover, the Stoics advocated for focusing on what lies within our sphere of control, while relinquishing concern over what lies beyond it. By adhering to this principle, we learn to allocate our energy judiciously, actively responding to our internal thoughts and behaviors while accepting external events as they unfold. This approach does not entail passivity or indifference. Rather, it involves acknowledging where our agency truly resides and opting to act there with purpose and integrity. Lastly, the practice of regular reflection and adaptation is crucial for mind training. The Stoics engaged in daily self-examination, assessing their actions and progress toward virtue. Similarly, we can conclude our day by reflecting on our responses, celebrating instances of deliberate action, and learning from moments of reactivity. This continuous process of self-assessment and growth nurtures a responsive mindset, cultivating the wisdom and equilibrium prized by Stoicism. By incorporating these strategies into our daily routines, we not only pay homage to the legacy of the Stoics, but also empower ourselves to live with greater purpose, tranquility, and efficiency through persistent practice. We transform our minds, guiding them toward responses that mirror our deepest principles and aspirations. Mindfulness practices, at their core, involve cultivating a profound awareness of the present moment. They entail observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without bias, enabling us to glean insights into their essence and impact. By embracing mindfulness, we align with the Stoic endeavor to live with consciousness and purpose, firmly anchoring ourselves in the present, the sole moment when we truly possess the power to act. One practical method to nurture mindfulness is through focused attention exercises like breath meditation. By simply observing our breath, noting each inhalation and exhalation, we hone our capacity to sustain focus and redirect it to our chosen point of concentration when it drifts. This practice transcends mere relaxation. It serves as a training regimen for the mind, enhancing our ability to concentrate and remain present amidst life's myriad distractions and adversities. Another pivotal practice is mindful observation, applicable to any daily undertaking. By infusing mindfulness into routine activities such as eating, walking, or even performing mundane chores, we can engage fully with the task at hand, scrutinizing every facet with inquisitiveness and receptiveness. This not only enriches the activity itself, but also fortifies our capacity to stay attentive and adaptable in diverse circumstances. Body scan meditation emerges as another potent mindfulness technique, fostering bodily awareness and presence. Through methodically scanning various parts of the body with attentiveness, we cultivate a deeper connection with our physical selves while learning to identify and release stored tensions and emotions. This practice empowers us to cultivate a harmonious relationship between mind and body, nurturing a state of equilibrium and vitality. Echoes the Stoic reflection on the nature of physical sensations and the significance of not permitting them to overly sway our logical minds. Integrating mindfulness into our interactions with others can also revolutionize our relationships and communication. By being fully present with others, listening attentively and observing without bias, we foster deeper comprehension and connection. This practice resonates with the Stoic principle of empathy and the acknowledgement that others too are rational beings navigating their own trials and experiences. By adopting these mindfulness practices, we tread a path paved by the Stoics, one that leads to enhanced clarity, tranquility, and efficiency in our actions. As we cultivate a mindful presence, we equip ourselves with the means to address life's inevitable challenges with grace, wisdom, and poise, embodying the essence of living a Stoic-inspired life. Implementing response over reaction entails transitioning our focus towards the pragmatic application of our newfound mindfulness and Stoic insights, aiming to foster a lifestyle where thoughtful responses outweigh reactive impulses. This journey is not about stifling natural reflexes, but rather about enriching our engagement with life, echoing the Stoic virtue of living with deliberate intention and rationality. To embody the principles we've discussed, it's essential to establish daily practices that reinforce the art of responding. For instance, imagine facing a challenging situation like a disagreement at work or an unforeseen setback. The initial impulse might be to react emotionally out of frustration or disappointment. Yet, this is precisely when we leverage our Stoic-inspired training to pause and consider the broader perspective. Asking ourselves, what would a Stoic philosopher do, isn't a call for emotional suppression. Instead, it invites us to engage our rational mind, evaluate the situation impartially, and identify constructive responses. Here, we don't negate emotions but rather utilize them productively, employing reason to navigate through them. It's about acknowledging our feelings, understanding their triggers, and then, with clarity and composure, determining the most suitable course of action aligned with our values and objectives. This could imply taking a brief stroll to clear your mind before addressing a provocative email, or it might entail a deeper analysis of what's genuinely bothering you in a conflict, probing the underlying issues rather than reacting to superficial annoyances. Each instance you opt to respond instead of react, you're reinforcing a pattern of deliberate engagement with life's trials, nurturing resilience, and fostering a deeper sense of tranquility and contentment. Moreover, integrating this approach into your daily rituals magnifies its impact. Commence your day with introspection on your intentions, reminding yourself of your dedication to responding thoughtfully across various situations. Engage in regular journaling to ponder on your responses, celebrate your triumphs, and pinpoint areas for improvement. Most importantly, embrace a mindset of continual learning and adjustment, acknowledging that each day presents fresh opportunities to hone and deepen your proficiency in response over reaction.